FSBOs and expireds, super easy, super easy. Okay. And FSBOs and expireds, what I want you to do here is I just want you to call them up, man. It's not as hard as it sounds. And I don't care if you screwed up at first, get comfortable picking up the phone. Okay. And so here's what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example. Austin, my son, number one listing agent in the country, right? His first day selling real estate, he and a bunch of his little friends were going to get together and they were going to make calls because, he had this little team he'd put together with some of these young guys. And that morning, he's the only one. It was January 1st, 2022. He's the only one that showed up that morning to make calls, right? Okay, so check this out. So he shows up. It's his first day, and he's going to call expired listings. So he's coaching, of course, with Club Wealth. He's got one of our coaches as his coach, and his coach gave him some of our scripts that we recommend for calling FSBOs and expireds. And he sat there and he called, even though nobody showed up. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I made a commitment to myself. I'm going to do it no matter what. So he starts making calls. And that young kid at 19 years old sat there for 8 hours that day and made expired calls. Guess how many expireds he set appointments with, right? I want you to type it into your chat right now. How many expired appointments do you think this 19-year-old kid set on his first day with really no training at that point other than just a handful of scripts? Man, you guys are putting some big numbers in there. I saw 25, 15, 10. Those are some big numbers, right? That'd be pretty awesome. I'll tell you this. He, with no experience, got 12 appointments that day. And guys, here's what it comes down to. And you can do it too. If he can do it, you can do it, right? And by the way, he looked and sounded like he was still in puberty, right? So he didn't even sound like this uber professional guy, right? He sounded like a kid making the calls. But he set 12 appointments and he ended up listing 4 of those houses. Guys, showing up is 90% of the battle. And I'll tell you this. If I could choose between motivation and discipline, which one do you think is more valuable? Motivation or discipline? Type that in. And Rosanna, I'm going to show you how to get more of the expireds to answer the phone in just a second. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great point. Okay. And look at that. I got people typing in discipline right now. That is exactly correct. Okay. I will tell you this. I can take the most motivated person in the world, and if they lack discipline, they're going to fail in this business. I can take the least motivated person in the world and I can give them discipline. And if they have discipline, they will make a ton of money in this business. Now, Parm, I know you were watching earlier. I hope you're still watching. I'm going to talk about Parm. He's a member of Austin's team, right? And so Parm, great guy, really good guy. Not a real excited guy, right? Like he's not a high energy, gregarious, out there, extroverted kind of guy. He's kind of an introvert. He's kind of a quiet guy, right? And by the way, is he super motivated? Sometimes, but watch this. He's disciplined most of the time. And I'll tell you that on his first, what was it? I want to say it was his first 11 listing appointments that he ever went on by himself, his first 11 listing appointments, that kid, and I say kid because he's a young guy, that kid listed 7 out of his first 11 listing appointments. And if he can do it, you can do it. All it takes is you got to show up every day. Now, so here's what you got to do. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to give you, and I'm telling you right now, this works. First and foremost, I need you to go to a physical office. Okay. None of this work from home stuff. Now, I get it. Some of you are the virtual brokerages. That's fine. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That being said, you need to go to a physical office where there are other agents also making calls every day. Okay. I want other people that are focused on success that aren't, and I'm not talking about the ones that stand around the water cooler saying, oh, buyers are liars and sellers are worse, right? Like, I don't want to hear that garbage. Okay. What I'm talking about are the people that are actually serious about making money in this business and are going to show up every day and be committed to this process. Okay. Now, I want you to show up in that office. Now, some of you are going to hate this. And watch, I'm going to lose a few attendees as soon as I say this. You watch. I want you in that office at 7:30 every morning, no later. Okay. Now, and David, I love it. David's like, I'm at the office every day. First one, 6:30 a.m. That's a winner right there, David. That's exactly what I'm talking about. My daughter, Madison, right? She's a lender, handles every state in America except for New York and Massachusetts, and she lives in Washington State. So guess what time she's there? She's in the office from 6 o'clock in the morning, and she makes follow-up calls from 6 o'clock in the morning till noon every day. Okay, because she starts on the East Coast and works her way west as the time zones change. Okay, Guys, that is a very big deal. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I lost two people. I love it. That's funny. I'm surprised I only lost two. Well, watch this, guys. Some of you are moms or dads or have kids you have to drop off at school, whatever. Okay, I get that. That's fair. That's life. I will tell you this. If at all possible, have somebody else drop the kids off so you can be at the office by 7:30. If it's just not possible, that's fine. It doesn't mean you can't be successful. It just means that you have to make different decisions in your life, and that's okay. Nobody gets to judge that, okay? I'm just telling you what works best, okay? You got to work it into your situation, right? All right, that being said, if you have to drop the kids off at school, then go to school, go to drop them off, dressed and ready for the day, and you go straight from school to the office, okay? But you get there. I had a woman in Texas, and I don't know, she may be even watching right now. I don't know if she's watching or not. Her name is Sarah, a wonderful woman, single mom, 2 kids. And she says, Michael, am I going to be able to make 6 figures selling real estate if I can only work 6 hours a day while my kids are in school? Because I'm not willing to do anything else. I only want to work while my kids are in school. And I said, well, yeah, you can, but you got to do exactly what I tell you, right? And she was pretty motivated. And by the way, you want to get something done, get a single mom to do it, man. Holy cow. They are not messing around. I was raised by a single mom. And let me tell you something. They got babies to feed. They're going to figure it out. Okay. And this woman figured it out. Sarah figured it out. What she did exactly what we told her to do. And in her first 12 months with coaching with us, she did $250,000 in commission income, working just 6 hours a day. Okay. And so, guys, if she can do it, you can do it. I promise you this, okay?
Club Wealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.